up on LEX-18 News at 6.
A bus crash sends college students scrambling out windows. Team USA takes the gold.
It's college day at the World Equestrian Games. Find out how much each student saved.
With coverage you can count on, this is LEX-18 News at 6.
It's day 2 of the All-Tech FEI World Equestrian Games.
And it began with the equestrian version of the Ironman and continued with a major win for Team America. Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Christopher, and thanks for joining us for this special edition of LEX-18 News at 6, live from the Kentucky Horse Park.
And I'm Nancy Cox. We're so glad you're with us this evening, but we do begin on a serious note. LEX-18 News has learned that world-renowned equestrian Eitan Beth Halakmi is in critical condition tonight at UK Hospital. He was a participant in last night's opening ceremony. He's known for dressage and was scheduled to perform at the Equine Village this week. Beth Halakmi apparently had a heart attack, we're being told, slumped over his horse and may have damaged his spleen in the fall. Now, at this point, we're not sure exactly how that began, but we will have much more tonight on LEX-18 News at 11.
When they took him out of the stadium, they did so right behind our broadcast position here. And I can tell you it was a very sobering moment in an otherwise festive evening, and the entire international equestrian community, their thoughts and prayers are with him tonight. Of course, the big news for us today, Team America's win in the very first World Equestrian Games event.
We've said it before, and it proves to be true. Reining is traditionally a very American sport.
Mary Jo Perino's here with more about today's event.
Yeah, guys, the team had a pretty good lead after yesterday, but then a spectacular performance today, and the Americans walk away with that gold medal. American Sean Florida posted the event's highest score of 227. Now, yesterday, the two Americans competing finished second and third in the cowboy discipline. So all that led to the gold medal today. Now, all 4 of the American reiners have guaranteed themselves a spot in the individual reining competition, and that will begin on Thursday. Now, here's a look at how the medals were handed out in team reining. Of course, the United States taking gold, Belgium making a strong second-day push to take silver, and Italy finished third. Now, the other major event today is endurance, the 100-mile test of horse and rider. There are 5 required veterinary stops along the way. Now, the Americans are already out of medal contention in the endurance race, as 2 of its 4 riders have already been dropped out after the 3rd loop. That includes 70-year-old Jan Worthington. Her horse showed up lame after the 3rd stop, but what a great story she was, 70 years old and in the endurance test. Now, Sheikh Mohammed, who is often credited with reviving the sport, had an early lead today. He is currently in 6th place. His 2 sons are 2nd and 3rd right now, so that means UAE, the team UAE, is in the lead team-wise. Individually, though, the leader right now is reigning world champion Maria Mercedes Ponton of Spain. Now, the endurance race started at 7 this morning. It is still going on. It's going to go on for some of those competitors into the night, at which point there will be some 3,000 glow sticks lining the course so that horse and rider will have light guiding their way. Now, usually only about 40% finish the race. They're hoping for an even 50% to finish this one up today. Much more coming up in sports. For now, Kevin and Nancy, back to you.
All right, Mary Jo, thanks.
And a full rundown of all the events and results is available online. We'll have a link for you on LEX18.com.
Of course, the World Equestrian Games have really become the hottest ticket in town, and today, a lot of students got lucky. They got a free pass.
Yeah, the state's college students were given free reign of the park, if you will. It's a way of thanking Kentucky for their support of the games. Here's LEX18's Nicole Pence.
A free reason to put down the books.
This is a great study break for me.
Today was College Day at the All-Tech FEI World Equestrian Games. Any college or university student in Kentucky with a valid ID got a free grounds pass and a chance to see 2 World Championship sporting events.
I've always wanted to come out and see it, and now it's an opportunity to do it where I can afford it.
All-Tech says donations from leading companies in the agriculture industry and money generated from the Commonwealth Club helped give these students a chance to experience the international event.
This is a steal, getting in and being part of history.
I like what they've got around it as far as the booths and just showing off Kentucky for all its greatness. So.
Today's free ticket saved college students $25. So now the question is, would they have come out here without that free ticket?
Yeah, I probably wouldn't pay that much.
I love horses, but probably not. $25 is a lot of money that like a lot of college kids don't have. So this is just a really good opportunity to come and like get to see everything, and you might buy a souvenir. You know?
Covering the news in Lexington, Nicole, Pence, WLEX-18 News.
Many other students are going to get that opportunity as well. My son's coming out tomorrow with the group from his school. It will be a wonderful educational opportunity for them.
I'll tell you, I was out there doing a little scouting. I saw a lot of those students in the vending areas, the Kentucky experience, and boy, I'll tell you, it is really something. It truly is the equestrian version of a Middle East bazaar. You got to come out and see this. And I'll tell you what, if the weather stays like this, all the better reason to get out here. Here's our chief meteorologist, Bill Meck.
Well, unfortunately, the weather won't be staying like this, and what a difference a couple of days makes. So we were out here on Friday and just absolutely broiling. Today, it is spectacular. Nice cool breeze blowing. That sunshine that's out there, though, that's going to be something that's going to be a little harder to come by as we go into the first part of this week. First off, we'll go to the MaxTrack Live Doppler, and as we do that, we are looking at, well, you see some stuff on there, but that's what we call verga, stuff that's evaporating on the way down. Thing is, when we go to the bigger picture, we are looking at a lot of rain sitting up to, number one, our northwest with an upper level low, but you see all that stuff to our south and east. Well, what's going to happen is that upper low is going to grab all that moisture and throw it back our way. And what a delightful afternoon. Temperatures right now are flirting with 70 in most places. And as we're looking ahead, here's the question for you. Is there any such thing as an equestrian mutter? We'll need that answer for you tomorrow. We'll talk more about that in just a few minutes. We'll send it back to you guys.
I'm guessing we're going to find out. Thank you, Bill.
Yeah, they train in the rain. Yes. We know that. We're going to have a lot more from the horse park in just a few minutes. But first, let's get back to the studio and Adam Baker with the news of the day. Adam?
All right, thanks a lot, guys. Here's what's happening in news today. A Perry County man is facing attempted murder charges tonight. Police say Carl Holbrook shot Tracy Napier several times. It happened early this morning in Bonnyman. Investigators aren't sure what led to the shooting. Tonight, Napier is in critical condition. Also, more than 60 Morehead State University marching band members are counting their blessings tonight after an accident sends their bus over an embankment. The bus went off the road on Kentucky 11 near the Powell-Montgomery County line. WLEX-18's Janice Park is here with more.
Adam, band members were headed back home after a performance at Letcher County High School. They were on a bus almost identical to the one you're about to see headed back to Morehead State University. That's when they say their bus driver lost control, then overcorrected. The next thing they knew, they went crashing into an embankment. Band members had to climb one by one out of a window, then down a ladder. Tonight they say it's a miracle. No one was hurt.
You thought for sure that the glass was going to shatter next. I was just waiting for it.
You could hear the rumble strips, smell of, the tires where they were on the side of the asphalt.
Now, a lot of these band members are religious and they were praying at the crash site, and they truly believe someone was looking over them. We'll have their full story coming up at 11. Adam, back to you.
All right. Thanks a lot, Janice. We'll see you then. Coming up, Joker Phillips continues his analysis of yesterday's game against Florida, plus your full forecast and more from the World Equestrian Games. WLEX-18 News at 6 is back in 2 minutes.
And now, Chief Meteorologist Bill Meck and WLEX-18 Storm Tracker weather.
We could not ask for a better afternoon out here. The sunshine, the temperature is very pleasant. We've gotten rid of the heat. We need a little rain, and of course we would have liked to have gotten it before the games got here. We'd like to get it after the games leave and kind of leave that window open, but unfortunately that's not going to be the case, and the rain that's coming could be one of our really good soaking rains, first one we've had in a really long time. Let's go and show you what's going on right now. MaxTrack Live Doppler. Right now what's going on is not a whole lot of anything. Now you see some stuff on there. That is what we call verga, stuff that's evaporating on the way down. There's moisture aloft, but the surface right here, we're still pretty dry. We expand things out for you, and there's a lot of stuff going on. It's puzzle pieces coming together. Puzzle piece number one is some upper level energy. See that little swirl to our northwest? That's the upper low. But look at all that moisture coming up from the Gulf. Now here's how our future track sees it as we go through time. Now we're dry really through the night tonight. We get you into the morning tomorrow, and that rain really begins to expand tomorrow afternoon, and then by say dinner time tomorrow night. The potential there for some locally heavy rain. And you see how everything is moving counterclockwise there. That's the upper level low that's going to swing on by. Should keep moisture in our future, it looks like, into at least Tuesday. And how much are we talking here? Well, again, this is just in kind of computer model land, but some of the potential between 1 and maybe 2 or 3 inches of rain for a few folks before this is all done. That's a lot of water, gang. As we're looking at right now at the horse park with our weather bug located out here, we're a very nice 68 degrees. Boy, it is terrific out here. And you look around the rest of the area, and temperatures are running upper 60s and low 70s. Although you do have a 63 coming out of there in London, 61 in Jackson, but it's 69 officially in Lexington. But tomorrow, the highs are only in the mid-60s. Remember, we couldn't get out of the 90s. And all of a sudden, we've got a daytime high coming in the 60s, which we talk about for first tonight. Clouds will be thickening. Showers a small possibility. We'll drop down into the low 50s. And your day tomorrow, we are looking at a wet one. Rain will be developing. Periods of rain, cool and damp. Most of that rain I think will be in the afternoon. Look at that high, only 65. Tuesday, not much better. A lot of clouds around. Again, still a chance for rain. We'll start to dry things out Wednesday going into Thursday, Friday, and beyond. And temperatures do get back somewhere close to normal. So there's no middle ground. We're either ridiculously hot or now we're going unseasonably cool, but it all balances out in the end. It's going to be still a great time out here at the World Equestrian Games at the Horse Park. There's more LEX-18 News right after this.
With coverage you can count on, this is LEX-18 News at 6.
A third consecutive title for the United States reining team. The endurance riders still out on the course as we bring you live coverage of Day 2 of the World Equestrian Games from the beautiful Kentucky Horse Park.
An $80 million renovation here, thousands of hours of preparation, and years of promotion and hard work. It took all that and more to get ready for the 2010 World Equestrian Games.
4 years from now, Normandy, France will host these games, and the general manager of those games is here in town checking out to see how Kentucky's done things. Adam Baker has more.
From the sights,
the French experience here right in Lexington,
to the sounds.
Listening to their voices and just, from their native land it's just wonderful.
Just about every sense is covered.
And it smells delicious.
Walking into the French Pavilion is a sneak peek at the experience spectators will get in 4 years.
Kind of continue the enthusiasm towards the 2014 games.
One of the most popular parts is a cooking demonstration held every hour.
We got these awesome hats and a little apron, and he took us through the whole preparation process and then cooking, and we got to eat it afterward. It was pretty nice.
And there's plenty of information about what to expect when Normandy welcomes the Games in 2014.
For us, it's not only a way to talk about the Games, it's a way to talk about the whole area of Normandy and what you can do.
The general manager of the Games there says he's learning a lot from Lexington.
Kentucky is doing very, very well.
And he knows the 4 years will move quickly, but he says he is ready to welcome the world too. Covering the World Equestrian Games, Adam Baker, LEX-18 News.
And I would imagine a lot of the people who have worked so hard to make this happen will be in Normandy in 4 years to continue that tradition.
Going to be interesting to see what they do in Normandy. I saw PG Peoples earlier this afternoon, who of course is on the board here, and was in Aachen, Germany, where the games were only on 48 acres, 1,200 plus here, so it's a big difference, and I hope the French are duly impressed. We're back with sports right after this.
Head coach means he's getting his first round of real second guessing. And as you would expect after the Gators beat down Kentucky 48-14 last night, it's coming from a lot of different directions. After the game, some of the players wondered if the Gators' ability time after time to beat the Cats out of the same formations was a sign that Kentucky was out-schemed. Joker doesn't think so. He says it came down to 4 things: missing chances, too many penalties, not making big plays, and what he called just horrendous tackling.
I thought we had guys in pretty good positions. We got to make plays. That's one of the things that I mentioned of the 4 things. You can't have penalties. You can't have missed tackles. Okay, we got guys in position to make tackles, and we got to bring our feet, bring our eyes, and get the guys on the ground. I mean, we got to hold gaps. So I'm not at all concerned about our schemes. I think we got to become better tacklers, and if it calls for us to have tackling drills throughout the week, we got to have that.
Cats quarterback Mike Hartline passed for 242 yards and a touchdown, but a pair of interceptions in the first half, one deep in Florida territory and the other one that was returned for a touchdown, were just backbreakers.
I don't think Mike played bad. Did he play great? No. He had. It's like any quarterback. You have a couple plays, a couple bad plays, and it makes you look like you played horrible. I don't think Mike played horrible. First interception in the red zone was not good. I mean, he's got to drop that ball off. The second one, like for him to go to the field, but still got a chance into the boundary. The guy made an unbelievable play, unbelievable break. Mike gives us the best chance to win.
For more on just exactly what happened last night to the Cats at the Swamp, make sure you read up on TrueBlueFan.com. It's day 2 of the World Equestrian Games, things really getting into full swing at the Kentucky Horse Park, and that is where we find our Mary Jo Perino to give us the update on the sporting side of everything that's going on out there. MJP?
Yeah, Brent, and good news for the Americans as they bring home their first gold medal today in the team reining competition. And let's check out the video because this is one of the more fun equestrian sports, I think at least, to watch. It's like the cowboy discipline, sliding stops and the circles and turns, and it's the athletic ability of a ranch-style horse. And with an amazing, spectacular performance today from one of the Americans, they captured the gold medal. Sean Florida today posted the event's highest score of 227. Yesterday, the 2 Americans competing finished 2nd and 3rd, so they were in the gold medal lead all day. And how about that? Let's take a look at how it shook down. Obviously, the United States taking that gold medal. Belgium making a strong push today, and Italy finishing 3rd, getting the bronze. Now, of course, there is the long-distance endurance race that's still going on now. It started at 7 o'clock this morning. It is 100 miles. There are 5 required stops along the way for the horses to get checked out by vets to make sure they are still sound. And unfortunately, the Americans are now out of contention because 2 of the 4 riders have already left the race. That includes, one of our favorites talking in the newsroom, 70-year-old woman, Jan Worthington, competing in this endurance race. And unfortunately, her horse pulled up lame after the 3rd stop. She really wanted to finish this, but not everybody does. Only about half of the participants finish. Some will still be going on into the night past when it's dark out, so there'll be about 3,000 glow sticks lining the course as the rest of the horses and riders finish up that big 100-mile test. It's all about pacing in that one, and right now, the Sheikh Mohammed, the ruler of Dubai, is in 6th. His sons are in 2nd and 3rd place, and their team is leading the way right now. Well, much more results on that coming up tonight at 11. But for now, Brent, the Vikings finally won today. Let's go back to you for Bengals highlights.
And a sport that I can promise you I know quite a bit more about. So those Bengals, not to say that this horse stuff isn't interesting. I'm enjoying it. I'm learning as you do. But to the Bengals in the NFL, they're heading to Carolina today where they have great defense, got to feast on a rookie quarterback making his first career start. That, of course, the Panthers' Jimmy Clausen, the former Notre Dame quarterback. Cincy D did their job, as did Cedric Benson, 1 touchdown on the ground, another one through the air. The Bengals are now 2-1. They win at Carolina 20-7. We'll be right back.
For all the folks that have been out here at the World Equestrian Games at the Kentucky Horse Park, they're getting the best of Kentucky autumn weather today. Unfortunately, as we go into tomorrow, they're going to get some of the not-so-good stuff. We do have rain coming. It looks like quite a bit of it coming in tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night, into the first part of Tuesday. But the temperatures will be on the cool side as well. We'll talk more about that coming up later on. Kevin and Nancy will send it back over to you.
All right, thanks, Bill. Day 3 of the World Equestrian Games kicking off tomorrow. Dressage begins at 8:30 and continues at 2.
They will also award the medals for today's endurance event. We'll be here for all the excitement, and we certainly hope you will be too.
Thanks so much for watching live here at the Kentucky Horse Park, and be sure to join us again tonight for LEX-18 News at 11.
Good night, everyone.
For the latest news, sports, and your Storm Tracker forecast, log on to LEX18.com. Coverage you can count on.